So I stocked up on some snacks. So that's what I did between Indokai and Nomikai. And my friend picked me up, a teacher, and actually the vice principal. We all rode together. And vice principal has been so great with communication with me. Like when a class switches out, normally a regular teacher who speaks Japanese would just look at the board and say, "Oh, there's a swap. Okay, I'll just adjust that automatically." But because she knows that I can't really read the kanji on the board, and that's kind of outside my awareness, she always comes over and like does her best English, and it's always way better than like her vocab and my Japanese vocab doesn't always intersect. So it's really amazing that we're able to communicate so well. I love my vice principal and I love everybody. It's been such a great day. But anyway, we go to this restaurant and it made me think of those videos that teach you about like Japanese etiquette and about like class and like the status hierarchy of principal, vice principal, nurse is like assistants, and then the regular teachers and the new teachers and like who has certification, who doesn't. It made me think about that because I got there and I was walking in with my predecessor, and so I knew that seating is very specific, so I just kind of waited them to guide me, and they guided me to a spot that said, "Welcome, Sean," in perfect English, and these cute little origamis, like, oh, so wonderful! Like, just have this little welcome mat for me, like, being here 3 weeks. Like, I think it happened at the perfect time. I think if it had happened like 2 days in, I would be just still too overwhelmed. So to happen right now was just perfect to see what my students can do and what my school can do, and to feel that pride, and then to feel the acceptance and the welcome from them was just such a great pinnacle. Uh, and so we had to wait till everyone got there. And I tried raw fish that I'd never eaten before. I had raw squid. I think it was raw. It was not. It was a little chewy, but this squid has such an interesting texture. I can't even describe it. Yeah, I can't, so I'm not going to. But anyway, I liked squid today. I liked the maguro, and I think it was actually the fancy tuna, which was awesome. And then there was another one where the scales were on it, and it was a white fish, and it was very tasty. And they put a lime between the two slices of fish, so very tasty. And then there was like a tofu, very creamy, tender, soft tofu with zucchini and carrot and wasabi on top. The tofu was so creamy, so good. There was miso soup, but when I tried to pick it up, because it has a lid on it, when I tried to pick it up, it kind of sloshed on me, and I just set it back down, and I wiped myself off. But there was so much else to taste too, and they had like vegetable katsu and shrimp katsu, like this delicious grilled salmon or baked salmon with like whipped cooked egg, whipped, but this is like a gourmet delicious version, if that makes any sense. So good. And just to pair like the strong taste of salmon with that really mellow egg was really good. So the food was great and the drinks was great, and I think the principal gave a toast first, and we all had a toast and we started eating. And then the sixth grade teacher came up and said, "Sean, do you feel comfortable just having, a little speech?" And then my senpai kind of explained to me what was gonna, what is expected, and I was happy to make a statement and just share my my feelings with my school. This is all the teachers and the nurse and the lunch lady and everybody. And so, so the teacher who was sitting right across from me, who wasn't the principal, is such a jokester, and he was like, almost everything he says is a punchline, but his delivery is like so good. But at the same time, he's like the most well-meaning, most big-hearted guy. He's awesome. But anyway, he was like, "Oh, did you try the seaweed?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I guess I'll try it." And right as I'm picking it up and putting it in my mouth and chewing it, like, "Well, this is fine." She's like, "Okay, Sean, well, please stand up and give your thing." And so I have to like make a decision. Am I going to spit this out in a napkin and then give my speech, or am I gonna have to like chew this while everyone's like getting settled and ready to listen? So I ate it as I was talking, and I was standing up, and I did my best Japanese, and I think because I used simple words that were very meaningful, um, when I looked around the room, like they were like listening, you know. And I was just talking about how, you know, I've probably talked to my family once or twice since I've been in Japan. I've been here for 3 weeks. I even turned 30 in Japan, which is such a milestone. I said, when I came on the airplane, I had so many like thoughts and doubts, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I, I'm leaving my family. I'm leaving everyone. Like, because I just turned 30. It's almost like I just turned one. Like, this is a whole new experience. I'm learning the language. I'm talking kind of like baby Japanese, and yeah, I basically said, like, this is such a new experience, and I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so thankful for your welcome, because you're my new family. This school is my family. And, you know, thank you. When I see the kids, I'm so proud. And when I see the dedication of the teachers, I'm just, just blown away. And I bowed. I said, you know, thank you so much. This is amazing for me. And my predecessor said that was perfect. Like, they totally understood what you were trying to say. That was just fine. Because I originally said, can I do it in English and you translate for me? She said, well, try it in Japanese, see how far you can go. And I was able to do the whole thing except for the word rebirth. I had to ask her. So yeah, this is where my Japanese is. But it'll be that much more impressive next year when I'm better than I am now. Oh, and then, so the jokester across from my table was like, um, okay, so now it's time for the surprise present. Bring it out. Like, trying to get my hopes up, like just being a ham bone he is. And it just came to me at that moment. And if I had thought about it more, it would have sounded too corny. But when I said it, I just said, being at this school and having this new experience is the best birthday present I could have. And they all said, oh, and I felt, oh no, is that too corny? And I was like, is that too much? It's like, no, they totally get it. And like, I have a big heart, and to be here, this means so much to me. Like, I try my very best. Like, every decision and every moment is like I'm doing my very best here. When it comes to, you know, what time do I go to lunch, or times like how early do I go show up for my class, or like how hard can I work on this video or on this presentation or on this, or like how much energy can I put into my class, or like how much of this kyushoku, this public school lunch, which is totally new for me, how much can I try to eat even though it doesn't appeal to me very much. Like, I'm trying my very best, and to be able to express that and for them to accept it means so much, because it just fit into this family. And they said nakama, which has a certain connotation, like we're like a fighting family, kind of, is the impression I get. Like, we're in this, and we're rough and tumble, and we're like a squad. And just to feel that, and to be able to express how I feel, and let everybody know that, like, I'm really trying my best, and that it just felt so good. And to just see their reaction and to feel the warmth from them meant so much to me. So this was probably one of the best days of my life in Japan. And I know that's maybe not saying much because it's only been 3 weeks, but this is something I'm going to remember forever. And it's just a peak experience. I'm just so happy, and I'm so tired, and I'm so like nasal. But I had to make this video to show, like, I know every day it's not going to be like this, and I know that some days there are going to be more doubts, and some days there'll be breakthroughs, and some days there'll be breakdowns, and sometimes there'll just be breaks where I get to relax. But like, life and the JET program and growing up and all the metaphors you can think of are about kind of being willing to just go with the flow, doing your very best. And then when you let others accept you and let others love you, they will. It took me 30 years to find, like, a group of people who can get me to where I want to be this year. And I'm so thankful for the people I've met in the past. And what an amazing night of like the excitement of undokai, and like breaking it down as a team was really fun too. To have this experience is so magical for me. And I'm here in Japan, baby. Like I'm accepting this experience. I acknowledge it and I believe it. Like I finally believe I'm here and I'm able to do my mission. So I'm super excited, super stoked. I know that even though I can't speak perfect Japanese, my people get me. And I think for now that's really good enough. Thank you for watching. I love you and I miss you and I love you so much.